Hey, what's up guys? John with RussellMarineProducts.com. Today we're going to go over the L-style trolling motor transducer mount. Stay tuned, we'll get right to it. All right, let's go ahead, open it up, see what you guys get here in the box. First off, you're going to see you get a couple hose clamps. It's going to allow you to attach it to the barrel of your trolling motor. And then we've got the mount right here. Nice powder coated finish. It's all one solid piece. We used to have a two-piece design. This one's going to be a little bit easier to put together, in my opinion. Still heavy duty, just like the last one was. But this is going to allow you to attach an active imaging transducer, such as the 2-in-1 or the 3-in-1. It'll work for a total scan, as well as the 3D structure scan transducer. This will not work for the newer HD models. So if you guys are looking to attach one of the new active imaging HD transducers to your trolling motor, this is not the one. But if you just scooped up one of those great deals we had on the live units and you got yourself an active imaging 3-in-1, maybe you got an older total scan, this will even work with an LSS2. You've got lots of options here. And it will work with a lot of different trolling motors as well. So we've got a Fortrex here with the US2 transducer built in. You can run it on the old Trexes. You can run it on an old Terra, a Terova. For those style of trolling motors, you will want like a cable management system. But if you're looking at one of these scissor style bow mounted trolling motors like the old Trex, Fortrex, it's going to be a good solid option for you. I will say just be very careful or steer clear of the transducers that have built-in transducers, like for instance the Ghost has the HD transducer built in, and the barrel of that trolling motor is a little bit different, make it a little harder to attach something that's as flat as this is to the bottom of it. If you're attaching to a Garmin Force trolling motor, they do have an option where you can pull that built-in transducer out and it'll give you a nice flat surface to work with. One rule of thumb, one tip that I usually give customers is if you have the transducer and you have the trolling motor and you're trying to decide if this is going to be the right mount for you, take that transducer, mock it up on the bottom of the trolling motor, and make sure it's got room in between the front of the nose cone and the skeg, okay? Because if you mock it up and the transducer is hanging clear off the front, then there's nothing that this mount will do to prevent that from happening. So a rear skeg trolling motor is typically what we're going to be mounting these to. If you've got a front skeg, you're probably not going to have enough room to mount this. So just a few tips, a little food for thought there. Let's go ahead, let's put this thing together and let's slap it on the trolling motor, show you guys how to do it, and let's get to it. Okay, so I've got my bracket here and I've got the hardware that was included with the transducer. We've got these little locking washers and these little machine screws. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up this slot with the transducer cord, so that way I don't have to put any sort of a strain on the cord. I don't have to worry about it, somehow puncturing it, anything like that. But I will just line this up, and as you can see here, these holes will line up perfectly with the threaded inserts that are included in the top of the transducer. These are the same inserts that you would typically use with your transom style transducer mount. So pretty simple deal here. We'll just go down, we'll tighten these up, and we'll get this thing ready to slap on. All right, once you have your transducer attached to the bracket here, we're going to mock it up on the trolling motor. And what we like to do is put the cord towards the back and that's going to keep it out of harm's way. If you run into something, you're not damaging the cord with the potential to ruin the transducer. Just know that if you do it this way and you have the cord towards the prop, you need to go into your unit and flip left, right, and that will make things the way they're supposed to be. So it's going to take your left and put it on the right, and your right and put it on the left. Normally, transducer is mounted facing this way on the transom. So don't forget to flip left, right, or you're going to be completely backwards. So this is how we're going to attach it. This trolling motor has the US2 transducer built into it, which actually works out great for this mount. It kind of uses that as a guide to keep this thing straight across the bottom of that barrel. So we've got these slots drilled out here. That's where we're going to run our hose clamp through, and we're going to attach that around the barrel. All right, after you get it all tightened up, you're ready to go fishing. Make sure you run your cord up the shaft of the trolling motor, and you make sure it's protected as well. Again, this bracket is going to work for your active imaging transducers, excluding the newer HD style. It'll work for your 3D structure scan and your total scan transducers. It'll even work for your LSS2s. So if you're looking for a way to mount one of those transducers to your trolling motor, check out the RMP L-style transducer trolling motor mount. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below. Shoot us an email at sales@russellmarineproducts.com or give us a call at 316-313-4113. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
Are you tired of your old marine electronics? At RMP, we make trade-in easy. 3 steps. Step 1, shoot us an email, get a quote. Step 2, send us your old unit and get credit. Step 3, get your brand new unit and get installed on your boat today.